Hello and welcome to Good Luck Trying. My name's Travis and I'm coming to you from the hills of East Tennessee. My family and I purchased a piece of property a month or so ago, and our plan is to build a house and have a place we can call home, but we've got a long way to go. The name of the channel, I've named it Good Luck Trying. When I started in business 16, 17 years ago, I had an old business mentor. He told me, he said, Travis, he said, you're pretty active and work pretty hard, but he said, I'm going to tell you, he said, there's 5 balls to life that you have to juggle. And he said, good luck trying to balance and juggle all 5 of them. So the first he told me was, you better have a good relationship with God above, because he's the creator of it all. 2, take care of yourself. You lose your health, it's a hard time getting anything done. 3, have a good relationship with your family. We only get one of them, and when the chips are down, hopefully we can depend on them. 4, do a good job at work, because if we don't, it's hard to eat when we don't work. And 5, have a little fun, because we've got to be fairly balanced. So I carry a pretty heavy load with work and family, and my wife does the same. The kids are running here and there all the time, but we're going to try to tackle this and see if we can get a house built. But one thing that I've done in the past is I've bought and traded on real estate and fixed up houses and that sort of thing. But I was always, after I finished, I always would say to myself, man, I wish I would have, taken pictures before and after. That way I could go back and look at it. So we were on a little short family trip 3 or 4 months ago, and I actually got the camera out and took some 1-minute videos along the trip. But it's been pretty neat to be able to look back and say, I remember that now, and it's been nice to be able to reminisce on, on the trip we had. So I'm going to do my best to try to video this process. We've got a lot of work to do, and we've got a blank slate here. We've got 21 acres. It's undeveloped. It's basically a hay field. But I'll show you around and kind of show you what we're working with, and then we'll kind of walk through the projects as we get to them, and hey, bring you along the way. So wish me luck. I'll give you a quick tour. Obviously we got the road frontage here. We've got to put some new culvert pipe in at the road. It's undersized. We get water. We got a drainage ditch coming from the right, so I get some water coming over the road there in hard rains. We've got the road frontage we need to clear up. Just got started Saturday afternoon and got a little bit cleaned up. Just brought a piece of equipment up here to do the work with. Got to clean the road frontage out. Truck setting where we hope the living room will be at some point. Got a lot of work to do before we get to that point. Spin you around. We got the creek. We got about 1,000 foot of creek frontage here. Don't have a whole lot of fall. There's about 4 feet of fall from front to back, but the bottom here, hopefully at some point, I might be able to get a pond put in there. Trying to figure out how to feed the pond with that creek, but the creek is about 6 feet below the creek bottom. So you got any ideas, I'll be happy for you to share. But lead you back around to the road frontage. As the projects come, I'll keep you informed and show you what we got. First project I'm working on is we've got 2 drainage ditches that feeds in this bottom, but they've just been neglected over the years, and they've grown up, and water basically this is sort of mounded up, this slope has, and it creates moisture problems here at the foot of the hill. And so I've got water it's just not draining through here the way that it should. So I'm going to get in here and work on clearing everything off of it and regrading my ditches so I can get that water coming through the way it should, and then get this all sewed down and make it look a little bit better. I have called, and the only thing we got to worry about is a water line up at the road, so it's not in the harm's way. So anyway, we've got a Yanmar VIO55. We're gonna get in here and see if we can get it cleared out. I just bought this machine a couple weeks ago, basically just for this project and to work on some of our rental properties. We've got some projects going on there, but I'll give you a little update on what I think about it after I use a little bit. Alright, I'm going to show you what I'm dealing with. For one, I've got my steel-toed slippers on. I had a couple hours here this afternoon without any appointments, so I thought I'd run out here and try to do a little clearing. This is overgrown with briars and just a bunch of junk that's hard to do anything with. I could run a bush hog through here, but there's some holes and the terrain's not exactly level. But if I bush hog it, I'm going to have that all those old roots and stuff in the ground. So I'm electing to just sort of skim the top of the ground, trying to pull all those old roots out, and then I'll have to find a hole somewhere and I'll just haul this junk off. Just trying to separate the stuff that'll burn from this old junk, which obviously you don't want dirt in your burn pile, but hopefully I won't end up with a lot. But basically I'm just trying to scratch the surface and get this stuff out of here. If you windrow it a couple times, you get rid of a lot of the dirt. Now we're halfway separating some of the material from the dirt. Alright, made a little progress. Got to work a couple hours. For any of you that have not cleared property before, the big stuff is easy. It's this little bitty stuff that's a pain in the rear. You want to try to keep a clean brush pile if you can, so you can burn it. But with this little stuff, there's no way around taking dirt with it. Basically, just try to separate your clean out with you. Separate the clean and then pile your stuff with the dirt. But made a little progress today. Another good day, we'll be able to get it knocked out. This drainage ditch, where this dirt's washed down in here over time, has just got this water going everywhere, and it doesn't drain good. And then when it comes a hard rain, it's blowing over the culvert. But trying to get this stuff grubbed out, and once I get everything clean, we'll come in here and get a machine in here. I'm trying to open this up a little bit to let that water drain out. If I can get it dry, then we'll do some work here, put a new culvert pipe in, and then be able to dress and grade these banks so we can get some grass growing in here and make it look a little better.